watch it for me. He said, my notebook, and he just ran off. So I'm sitting there eating my cheesy fries as fast as I fucking can. Like, because if I leave and it's stolen, he'll blame me and kill me. So I have to wait for him to like walk into the cafeteria and then I leave at that exact instant. So I'm sort of like balancing it in my brain, like, what is it? Where's the limit that I can get away with? And eventually he shows up again. He's like, it's super lost. I'm gonna super fail. And I'm like, okay, later, bye. It's just like, fuck. I was like hiding in all the weird places not to like be seen by him again. Just drinking the shit out of my coffee, like, I need more caffeine. Yeah, it was pretty.
I know this sounds like really, like,
Yes, it's because it's
stereotypical,
Illinois. It's because it's Illinois.
but like, is is having Tims around like kind of like a problem sometimes? Like
Tim's around?
it's just that like all my other friends who like one of my friends is in like Europe, right? She's in
Yeah.
Scotland, and she's like, it's such an inconvenience not having like a Tim's around like every corner.
Yeah. The thing is, like, Illinois is so distributed that, like, I'm not walking anywhere. I'm driving hours, and then I get what I need done, and then I fucking leave and go home. And I have no interest in the people of Illinois, unless it's like Chicago, which is a pretty cool place. But I don't know. I haven't run into that problem.
I see.
I just get the shitty house coffee for like $1. I'm like, yes, give me your caffeine syrup. I need it to live.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you fucking jumped ahead.
Oh yeah, fuck. Like almost twice your power.
Shut the fuck up.
Spread, my children, spread. What else? Oh yeah, this kid. I don't know his name because I didn't bother to ask because I didn't want to know. But like the professor's always like 10 minutes late, and we're just sitting there in perfect silence. Everything's fine, and he's just like, "So about that Trump election, my relatives are like, come back to Ireland." And then for like a solid 2 minutes, no one has said anything, and he's like, "Ireland, they're pretty cool there. They might take me." Still nobody says anything. And then I just turn around and talk to somebody else. I'm like, yeah, so what do you think about this? And he's like, I talked to this one girl. I'm like, what do you think about the way he structures this or that or whatever? And he's likely to put this on the test. And he's like, he just says, yes, I hate this class for that exact reason. You're like, oh my God. No. Oh. So what are these encounters I've had? I've met the autistic kid who watches VeggieTales and spins around on his chair and has to be told to stop spinning in his chair by the teacher. And it's all VeggieTales. And I'm sitting next to this kind of cool, like, other guy named Nick who's like a redneck and kind of a hunter, and he has like guns and stuff. Not with him, obviously. And we're talking about like different, like.
I bet he does
like,
have guns with him.
No, he totally does. But the thing is like he knows geopolitics in the same sort of way that I do. Like we both read news and we're like sort of predicting what's going to happen over the next course of the year, and we're not really disagreeing with each other, even though like I'm sort of like liberal and he's kind of conservative. And then there's just this autistic kid who's like Christian VeggieTales, like. And I just pull up this news article and he looks at it fucking terrified. And it's one of those things where they put a microchip in a beetle's brain to remote control it. And he's genuinely scared that this is real. And he's like, oh no, it's beginning. Like he just says that and nothing else. Oh, and I had to, okay. And another time we were paired with him as a group and it's like, all right, talk about humor in advertisements. And we're like, okay, what if you say one thing but you mean another? And he's like, I don't understand. It's like, what if you're doing something but obviously the audience knows that you're not meant to be doing that. It's like, then they should stop doing it. Just like trying to understand. We're trying to tell him that humor exists, and we don't, and we fail. We don't get there. Just like, oh no. And then there's Rocket Raccoon, the king of the specimens, like savior of Peoria, fucking dresses up like. Oh my god. There's something in the fucking water here that mutates the citizens. There's gotta be. Like, we have to be living near one of those Area 51 centers where it's like, what if we were to make Illinois humans into lizard people? And the governor said, fine, try it. Like, that's where I fucking live, dude.
Our first viewer is gonna be someone from Peoria who's like
just breathing heavily, but he's like,
patriot.
yeah. No, like, the rednecks who drink moonshine in the cornfields aren't that bad. It's the people who live in like their entire universe is a mile or two wide. You know what I mean? Like, they've never been or like thought of anywhere beyond the cornfields. Like, people whose life, like some people watch the news or watch National Geographic to learn about the Earth. These people watch VeggieTales. Like, those are the people who are the fucking problem, dude.
Oh goodness, you have my sympathies, but also stay there.
What, as like the vanguard to keep Canada safe?
No, just so you can tell us more later.
Yes, of course. So, what about you? You live in the furry hive. Tell me about that.
I don't live in the furry hive. There's just fucking. Oh my god! I was doing like my last assignment in class, and so the one of the retarded things is that like all my profs were there, and they were like grading assignments or just watching movie. I don't know, but I go into the room and like he just like says is like, oh, could you come back later? We need the room for a minute. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I go to the other room and chill with the other people. So.
Mm-hmm.
The assignment is due at 5, so we come in at 2, we start doing it. And then, I still have some work to do, but everybody else is just kind of goofing off, or maybe they're just fucking retarded, I don't know. But then they all start talking about, like, this furry website. It's like, oh my god, I forgot about that place. It's like, oh, make an account again. And they literally go through that entire process, and then it's like, oh, what's your persona, and this and that. I'm like, oh.
What's your face? You're gonna kill me with that shit. Oh, what? That's. I think I've heard about this autism on another podcast, but was it called Furcadia?
Probably.
Yeah. You really have to watch Sleepy Cabin at some time.
Like, the thing is, I want to just turn around and just tell them to just shut up for 5 minutes. Jesus fuck.
What's your persona?
And
oh, these people are real. These people are real.
like, they're the real S. Like, they know what they want in life and they pursue it. If anything, they're living better than we are.
Yeah. That's the sad thing is like to go back to Warhammer 40k lore or whatever. There's a joke about the orcs where like the high elves and the human philosophers are like they've created a society without stress or like doubt or confusion because they just eat meat and fuck all day and kill shit. It's like that's what the furries are. They're just indulgent and free. And I hate them for it.
Exactly. We hate them because they're so happy. Because they go around, they're like, oh my god, that wolf is so fucking sexy. And they're like five of them. And they're happy for the whole fucking day.
No. Furries
Oh my
need to be
god.
eliminated.
Did I tell you one day I found a USB flash drive like on the bus and I'm just like, "Oh, sweet, a free flash drive." And then in my head I'm like, "I really hope somebody didn't draw furry porn in it." And like they're like a
That
furry porn artist and this is
they
like
didn't
their
lose it.
work.
They just let it free.
And then I put into the computer, and lo and behold, just folders and folders of images of half drawn like furry porn.
You- Okay, so did you ever like later follow up on that side quest where you're seeing like a poster on like a pole in Toronto, like, "Hey, if you saw a USB with half drawn furry porn shit, please give it back to me. Please don't delete it. I need it.
No.
It's my portfolio." That's hilarious. Yeah, that's just. So, so do any of them come in like full fursuits or anything? Like, wait,
Oh
what's
yeah,
the
a few times.
Oh god. See, at least if Rocket Raccoon is the raccoon Jinchuriki, he only ever goes. He's the one-tailed Jinchuriki. He only ever goes half. He's not like a full raccoon. He's just wearing a hoodie and a tail that clips onto his jeans. That's the worst of it. Even though he spins it at people and he fucking plays Looney Tunes music on his iPad too loud in the hallways and during class. But that's like are we talking full transformation here?
Like, like the thing is, they aren't bad people. They just, and that's why I hate them so much, is that they're cool people. They're not like weird or anything. They just like animals. And it pisses me off sometimes, but it pisses me off for the wrong reasons. The reasons why furries piss me off is that, like, in our animation class, at the start of class, everybody gets to, like, go up and, like, put up an animation they like. And then one of the furries went fucking twice one day when I wanted to, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do it next week," but nobody showed up that week, and I'm just like, I let her play, like, 2 furry, like, compilations.
Oh no, what were you gonna play?
I was gonna play, like, a really kick-ass animation I found, like, a while ago.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the animation Dog of Man?
No.
Oh my
What's
god.
that?
It's pretty fucked up. Like, you should watch it after.
You just show them like, "Here, it's the rape scene from Berserk." And then they're like, "You can't just do that." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm brown. I can do what I want." And they're like, "Shit, we're in Canada. He's right."
You know what the sad thing is that, like, I am like that, if not more racist most of the time.
Yes.
And, like, the worst thing is that nobody can really tell me to stop being racist, and I don't want to sound racist. At this point, it just comes out. I can't control myself. And
You have no limiter. You're like,
Exactly.
you say some stuff, no one can stop you because you are brown. They can't fucking they implode if they try. But with me, it's like my white friends are like, "Nick, stop being so goddamn offensive." And I'm holding it back. I'm holding it back, and they're like, "Nick, please stop." Stop. I'm just like, I'm not doing anything.
But, like, Nick, you don't understand. I've become obnoxious with it. Like, people will be having a conversation on, like,
Yeah.
the second row of the classroom. I sit on the end, so think of that as, like, the third row. So in the second row, like, they're just like, "Oh, what do you think of this foreign policy?" And then I turn around, like, the best foreign policy? Don't let the fucking brown people in.
Will you say that out loud
I did.
in class?
I did, and, like, nobody can really say anything from there.
What did they do? What did they say? Like, were they like,
They
did they
just
just
got
fucking freeze?
yes, that's exactly what they